So you want to know how to play YAP. The first thing to know is there are no winners. Instead, the first player to receive 21 shame points loses, but more on that later. To start the game, grab up to 3 friends or foes, and have each player write one topic that the loser must apologize for. For example, you might make them apologize for inbreeding goats. For inbreeding goats. Don't share your topics. That seems obvious. Now fold those papers and forget about them until the end of the game. Next, deal all players 8 cards. The player to the left of the dealer goes first. Each turn, bring out any cards that you can afford. Afford means that you must spend resources to bring all other cards into play. The resource cost of each card is listed on its top right corner. After spending resource cards, put them in the discard pile. If you don't have enough resources to bring out cards, this symbol may help. Cards with this symbol can be played as any resource you need, but they must be discarded after spending. Also, you are cast 1 shame point for every card you sacrifice this way. But feel free to sacrifice as many as you want, but you will get a shame for each one! There are 4 other types of cards. Characters. These are your main cards. When brought into play, place them in a row of protection in front of you. Characters attack and defend. That's right, using their attack and defense numbers. For example, when my Troglodyte attacks your Karen, his attack beats her defense. Attack numbers roll over. Here's some math. In this example, 5 attack minus a 2 defense leaves 3 shame points to roll over and crush your opponent. You can attack with multiple cards on one turn, but not with the same card twice, cheater, unless the card says you can. Discard defeated characters. Characters can directly attack opponents if they don't have any cards in play to protect them. In this case, they receive the full attack number and shame points. Now onto trap cards. Set these to protect yourself and or your character cards. Traps are placed face down under the character they're protecting, or face down in front of you. To activate traps, flip. I don't have to say that. You can show that on this, right?
Yes.
When the character or player it's protecting is attacked. Next are newsflash cards. Use them to disrupt play. And finally, buff cards. These guys pump up your character's attack and defense numbers. Buffs are placed beneath the character they're boosting. In this example, the influencer has been boosted. See? She now has a 5 attack and 4 defense. There's only 4 more rules. 1. You cannot attack on your very first turn. 2. Read aloud all cards that you bring into play. 3. Draw 2 cards at the end of each turn. And 4. Cast 1 shame for each mistake opponents make. For example, if you don't read a card aloud when you bring it into play, 1 shame. Forget to draw 2 cards at the end of your turn? Shame. Pay for a character using the wrong resources? Shame. Falsely accuse an opponent of making a mistake? Shame, shame, shame. You get the idea. The first person to receive 21 shame points loses. There are no winners. The loser must take the blame by making a personal apology that incorporates all topics players wrote at the beginning of the game, including their own.